Why do women start looking at their husbands one day and think, did I really sign up for this perpetual sock-hunting expedition? If that little thought hit a bit too close to home or gave you a much-needed laugh, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and make sure to hit that subscribe button to follow the next episodes on the Why We Question channel. Trust me, you will not want to miss the next deep dive into the curious ways we navigate relationships and human behavior. Now that we have your attention, let us get into one of the most perplexing yet relatable dynamics in long-term relationships. Why do so many women find themselves growing increasingly irritated or even outright disliking their husbands as they get older? It's a pattern that seems to play out across cultures and lifestyles, yet it is often misunderstood or dismissed as just another case of nagging or hormonal changes. The truth, however, is much more practical and rooted in the everyday realities of partnership. When couples first get together, it is often marked by a whirlwind of romance, excitement, and effort on both sides. Men and women alike put their best foot forward, keen to impress and eager to build a life together. Dates are planned meticulously, thoughtful gestures are abundant, and everyone is putting in the work to maintain the spark. Fast forward a few decades, and something begins to shift. The enthusiasm that once fueled romantic surprises and endless conversations now fades into the background, replaced by routines and an almost mechanical approach to daily life. For many women, the change does not happen all at once. It is gradual, creeping up like a slow fog that eventually covers the entire landscape of the relationship. It starts with small things, a missed anniversary, a forgotten compliment, or simply a lack of enthusiasm about sharing life's little moments. Gradually, these small things pile up into a mountain of frustration, and before long, women are left wondering why they feel more like household managers than cherished partners. One of the most significant reasons women begin to feel disenchanted with their husbands as they age is the imbalance of responsibilities. While both partners may have careers and external commitments, it is often the women who continue to shoulder the majority of the mental and emotional load at home. They remember the doctor's appointments, plan the family vacations, make sure the kids have their lunches packed, and somehow also manage to keep track of where their husbands last left their car keys. Over time, this mental burden becomes overwhelming, and it becomes clear that the practical side of life is resting disproportionately on one set of shoulders. Many women report feeling invisible or taken for granted as the years go by. It is not that they expect their husbands to become superheroes overnight, but rather that they long for recognition and effort. When they voice these concerns, they are often met with a defensive response or complete bewilderment. Husbands may genuinely not understand why their wives are upset because, from their perspective, they have simply settled into a comfortable routine. Yet that comfort can start to feel one-sided when one partner remains proactive while the other becomes passive. Another major factor is the way priorities change as couples move through different stages of life. In the early years of a relationship, couples are often united in their focus on building careers, raising children, and establishing a home. As children grow older or move out and careers become more stable, women often find themselves reassessing their personal fulfillment. They crave intellectual conversations, quality time, and a deeper connection that extends beyond who needs to pick up groceries. When their husbands do not evolve alongside them, emotionally, intellectually, or practically, it creates a disconnect that can feel insurmountable. To add to this, society has long conditioned men to believe that once they have won their partner, the effort can decrease. This outdated mindset perpetuates the idea that men can relax and let life unfold without putting in consistent effort to maintain the relationship. Meanwhile, Women are expected to continue managing not only the household, but also the emotional well-being of the family. This disparity breeds resentment because it feels like an unspoken contract has been broken, a contract that once promised partnership but now feels more like servitude. As women age, they also gain a clearer sense of their own identity and worth. They realize that they do not want to spend the rest of their lives feeling like they are running a never-ending marathon while their husbands cheer from the sidelines. This realization can be both empowering and painful, leading many women to question whether the partnership they once cherished is still meeting their needs. Some couples are able to navigate this challenge through open communication and a renewed commitment to sharing responsibilities. Unfortunately, others find themselves drifting apart because the gap has become too wide to bridge. It is essential to understand that women do not simply wake up one morning and decide to be irritated or resentful. It is a cumulative effect, a buildup of years of feeling unappreciated or undervalued. It is the realization that while they have been holding down the fort, their husbands have become complacent, assuming that everything will keep running smoothly without their involvement. This is not about blaming men or assuming that women are flawless. It is about acknowledging the need for balanced effort and shared commitment throughout all stages of a relationship. The practical solution lies in awareness and a willingness to change. Husbands who actively participate in maintaining the relationship, both emotionally and practically, are far more likely to keep the bond strong and vibrant. It is not enough to assume that just because she has handled it for years, she is content to keep doing so without support or appreciation. Small acts of kindness, thoughtful gestures, and consistent involvement can make all the difference. Sometimes, all it takes is asking her how she feels and really listening to the answer. At the end of the day, relationships thrive when both partners put in the effort to evolve together. Growing older does not mean growing apart, but it does mean being willing to acknowledge when things have become unbalanced and taking steps to restore harmony. So if you are one of those husbands who is noticing a bit of coldness or frustration from your wife lately, take it as an opportunity to step up and show her that you value her. Make the effort and let her know that you still see her, appreciate her, and are willing to walk through life as her equal partner. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed this conversation or found it enlightening, make sure to like, subscribe, and follow the Why We Question channel for more insights on relationships, life challenges, and human behavior. There is always something new to explore, so stay tuned for the next episode.